Wow, see what I got that got delivered to me today. I applied for this passport 48 hours, exactly 48 hours today. And this passport got delivered to me. So this is my Nigerian passport. I applied for this passport from the UK and it got delivered to me in 48 hours. We had a previous experience because my husband applied for his passport some couple of months ago and it got delivered to him after 6 weeks. So getting this passport delivered to me in 48 hours, I must say I'm super impressed. The system has actually changed drastically compared to what it was previously that so many people were complaining about. If you want to find out how I applied for my passport and I got it delivered for me in 48 hours, continue to watch this video and I am going to share the step-by-step process on how to make it quick and easy. Let's dive straight into the video, lovelies. And we would be unboxing it together. Stick to the end of this video so we could unbox this beauty together. Let's see what the new passport looks like and what it feels like. Hi, my name is Cynthia. I'm a wife and a mom, originally from Nigeria, living here in the UK. So on today's video, I'll be sharing my experience on how I got my passport delivered in 48 hours. I'll run through the step-by-step process on how I applied for my Nigerian passport in the UK and how I got it delivered super quick. No fast tracking, it just came. So for the requirement, because I applied for myself and I also applied for my baby, so I'm going to be sharing the requirements for myself and what the requirement I got ready for my daughter. And I would also share some requirements as well you need to get ready for if you're going to do a change of name. I'm just going to summarize all of those quickly in this video because I don't want this video to be a long one. So applying for an individual, once you've gone into the website, which is going to be on the description box, you fill in your details. You're applying for a new passport or you're changing your passport, whatever it is in your situation. So you fill in your details. Once you filled in your details, you're going to get an appointment date. So you would choose a date that is close. It's quite difficult to get a close date, but you can just choose whatever it is that it's all right for you and convenient for you. The best time you can start applying for your passport is 6 months to the expiration of your old passport. So once you have chosen a date convenient for you, you would then have you have to make payments. So once you have made the payments, you print out the payment slip. Is part of the requirements you would be going with. So these are the list of the requirements you should be going with. The email address you use in applying for your passport, they are going to send you all of these slips, which I'm going to be mentioning now. The first one is the acknowledgement slip. The second one is a payment slip. And the other one is an appointment slip. So you're going to have these 3 slips printed out before you go in for your appointment. And very important, you should have your NIN. So the NIN has to be verified. In my own case, I've been using my NIN from Nigeria, though I had to confirm with someone back at home just to make sure it's verified before I go in for my biometrics. Because if your NIN isn't verified, you won't be able to do the capturing. So there won't be any points going if your NIN is not verified because you're going to just waste your time going there. They're going to send you back to do to make sure the NIN is verified. And it takes a couple of days. So it's better you do it prior to going for your biometric or your capturing. Some other documents you need to go alongside with is your birth certificate. Though in my own case, I wasn't asked for a birth certificate, but it's part of the requirements you should come with, and your current passports. I think there's something they do as well if your passport is missing. So you could always check on the website. They've got step-by-step process. If your passport is missing, there's always a way out around it. So you go with your current passport. Very important document you should go with as well. You need to buy this before you go. They sell it in the immigration office as well, but you can buy. So it's going to be cheaper for you when you get it from the post office. It's a prepaid special delivery envelope. You would have to have that one. You buy that from the post office near you, and you also have to get a £20 postal delivery order. So you're getting these 2 things from the post office closest to you before you go in for your capturing. If you go there, I think they sell it there as well, but I don't know how much it costs. but it's better you get all your documents ready before you go for your appointment. I think I've mentioned birth certificate as well. Those are basically the documents you should go with. While you're filling your application form online, they would ask for local government identification paper. If you've got that, you have to upload that as well. And then if you have a copy of it, you can as well go with it. But in my own situation, I wasn't asked for that at all, so I didn't go with I went with it anyway, but I didn't use it. And the birth certificate, they didn't ask for all of those. And then they're going to say you should get a passport copy of either of your parents, your mom or your dad. I wasn't asked any of those, but it's part of the requirements anyway, so I went with all of those, but I wasn't asked. So that is if you're applying as an individual, if you're applying for yourself. But in a situation whereby you're applying for your baby, included in all of these documents which I've mentioned previously, you should also, the parents of the child has to write a consent form, just to a very short letter, just to write that you're consenting for your child, because the child is less than 18 years, you're consenting that this child is yours, and you're happy for them to do passport for the child. It's just a very short letter we did. And also you need to include as well, if you're applying for your child's birth certificate. My daughter was giving birth to here in the UK, so she's got a birth certificate. It has to be included in the requirements for her. And then something very important as well that had to be included is her NIN, of course. So she did her NIN here in the UK. When we did the NIN, when we applied for the passport and we got the biometrics day, we noticed that the NIN wasn't verified. Immediately we did it. So when our appointment was approaching, I had to call someone back at home in Nigeria to help me verify her passport. Luckily for me, when they logged into the system, they found out that it was already verified. I was querying it because I've checked previously and it wasn't verified. So I'd already put in my mind that I was going to pay or do whatever it is for them to verify it and wait some couple of days before we go for our biometric. But when they logged into the system, they saw it was verified. So I don't know how the system works. Maybe after some couple of days after applying, it gets verified automatically if you're applying here in the UK, because that was what happened in my daughter's case. We applied here in the UK for her and it wasn't verified immediately. After some couple of months, when we checked again and we noticed that it has automatically been verified, we didn't do anything at all about it. It just got verified on its own. So those are the documents you need to include if you're applying for your child that is less than 18 years old. So for married people, for married ladies, if you're changing your name, all of these documents have to come in place. And then if you're applying from the UK, which I applied from, you need to include your marriage certificates. And while you're doing your NIN, you need to include the name. So you're changing your name now, so it has to be a name which you want to be in your new passport. That's what is going to be in your NIN. And when you're filling your details as well for the application, it has to be the name you intend to have in the new passport. So your NIN has to have the new name you want to bear, and your current application has to have the new name you want to bear. So that's going to come out in your current passport, which is going to be issued to you. And then you need to include your marriage certificate as well. But you can go through their website. So for all of these documents, you're going to have a checklist. Yeah, I'm going to call it more of a checklist. So once you have applied online, you have all of the details filled in and all of that, and you've made your payment, you're going to have a checklist. Your checklist automatically comes out. So with the checklist, you're going to know everything you should come with, and you make sure you go to the embassy with everything, so you don't get sent back. Especially in a situation whereby you're coming from a far place and you get sent back, is very, very annoying. So you go with all of these documents and you make sure your NIN is validated before you go. You won't be attended to if your NIN is not verified at all. So it has to be verified before you go for your capturing. So in my own situation, when we got to the capturing, our appointment was supposed to be for 11 o'clock. So my daughter and myself, we had different dates, but I had my own date, and since she was just a child, she could go with me with a different date which she had. Her date was before mine, but we went together and then they attended to the both of us. When we got there, our appointment was for 11 o'clock. When we got there, to be honest, the crowd, The people lining up outside, it was crazy. I went with my husband. He just followed us there. He did his passport some couple of months ago, and his own protocol was really hectic for him. The crowd out there was really massive. We went some few minutes to 11. There was no point going early. We came all the way from where we live, and it's far to London. So we got to the place and we're queuing at the back. Someone just came to meet us that, you've got a child. You can go forward, like to the front, and then you'll be attended to quickly because you have a child. I said, okay, why not make use of the opportunity? I went to the front, myself and my husband and my baby, we went to the front, and then after standing for some couple of minutes, they had to check us in. They had to go through all of the documents, and then they let us go inside. See me that so many people outside. The crowd outside was massive. When I went inside, oh my god, the crowd was something else. It was even more than the people I saw outside. And I was like, why do they have so many people in here? Are they going to attend to all of us today? Because the crowd was really, really crazy. But we went in. After we got in, we went to the first room where you're going to get your documents arranged and all of that. Someone in there is going to go through the documents and then, right, I'll do whatever it is that she did in there. After that, they're going to take you to the capturing room where you're going to do your capturing and your biometrics. So that was the next step we did. To be honest, we went in at about to 11, some few minutes to 11, and then we finished everything with the massive crowd, with the population in there. We finished everything at about almost 1 o'clock. So in my frank opinion, I don't think it's really crazy because the population was really crazy, but they're really quick. That's all I'm going to say. They are very, very, very quick. We did our biometrics. My daughter did hers as well, and then we submitted all of the forms they asked us to submit. Gave them the postal order, and that was it. So when you submit your postal order, before you submit it, you can always get a number which you're going to use to track it. That's if you're very desperate to get your passport quick. In my own situation, I wasn't traveling anywhere and my passport hasn't expired. So I wasn't so desperate to get mine quickly. So I just let it be. I wasn't really interested in tracking anything. So, but they are going to give you a number which you can always use to track it. And that was it. I wasn't expecting my passport to be delivered to me really quick, to be honest. I was super surprised when I saw it that it got delivered to me quick. Because my husband did his passport some couple of months ago, as I said, and we were very desperate because his passport was almost expiring and wanted to renew our visa. So we were really desperate to get a passport urgently. We tried various ways to get it. We're even thinking about going back to Nigeria to get the passport renewed because it was taking forever here from the things we heard online and all of that. But when my husband applied for his own got delivered after 6 weeks of application. So seeing my own be delivered to me in 48 hours, because I don't need it, they quickly brought it to us. But it's fine. I heard recently that the system has changed, which is quite impressive, really impressive. So I applied for it and then we toured London. We went to some few places in London, had lunch, and that was it. Went back home. So when they come to deliver the passport, there should be someone at home because it has to be signed for. So in our own case, my husband was at home and he signed for the passport and it got delivered. And this is my passport delivered to me today. Hey guys, I'm really surprised. I'm impressed, I must say. So the system has really changed drastically. And this is my passport. We will be unboxing it together. So this is what the special delivery envelope looked like. There we go. So I am super impressed. I got an appointment date when I applied for mine. I got an appointment date 3 months after I applied. And then I did my biometrics on Friday. My biometrics was on Friday. 11 a.m. was the time I did my biometrics. And on Tuesday, the next week, I saw this delivered to me. I was surprised when I saw it because, to be frank, I wasn't expecting this to be delivered in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks. But it got delivered to me. Let's see what the new passport looks like and what it feels like. So, okay, there we go. That's it. So this is what the new passport is like. Oh, the feel it's different, to be honest. Hmm. The feel is quite different. Oh wow. See. And this is oh wow. This page is laminated compared to the one I did previously in Nigeria. Hmm. Very cute. And this is the passport. There we go. It's my new passport delivered to me. So whatever changed in the system, please you guys should keep it up. It's been very wonderful. So if you're thinking about the hustle you're going to go through when you're applying for your passports, make use of this opportunity now. Apply for your passport as soon as you can because the system has changed. Let us enjoy it while it lasts. I hope it lasts for a very long time or maybe lasts forever. Thank you all guys so much for watching this video with me, and I hope this video was really helpful to you trying to apply for your passport from the diaspora. If you've got any clarification on how I applied for my passport and I got it delivered to me ASAP, you could always ask and I promise to answer your questions. And thank you all guys so much for watching this video, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you found this video useful at all. I love you all so much. Thank you all. Bye. See you in my next video.